Well, we're going to chuck a video out there, aren't we? Because we've had over a week off. I'm feeling okay, and I've decided to purchase, well, a new microphone, which you can see just in this corner right here. So I'm going to chuck a video out there to test my audio quality. Not using this microphone, this is just headphones now. So do just comment below what you think of the audio. Is it an improvement? Is it better? Is it not? Just let us know. So that means we are going to chuck you a video. We are going to chuck you the qualifying round of this weekend's event. Not really looked about what is happening, but it is the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm sure you can't wait to hear that national anthem this weekend. And who is included? Bottas, Fusion and Spire. Now, hopefully next week we might get through to some track guides. I'm not going to burn out. I'm going to just plug away here and there when possible. Let's have a look for the tracks. And first time seeing Austria, 10 laps, very interesting. Jeddah, potentially warm. We've got Monza, and we've got Vegas as well. So, I mean, some interesting tracks there, to say the least. Now, defending and speed is usually Austria, and we'll just confirm that right now. So there you go, defending and speed. Let's take a look at who we've got. Charles Leclerc and Alex Albon. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of qualifying into this with Alex Albon to test. And that is our car setup as well. I do not care what score I get. I didn't do last week's GP, and I'm just going to mess around. Still try and score best, but see how we do this time. So race number 1, Austria, defending and speed. So here we go then, the first matchup of the day, 1-3-3-1 team score. So that is in our favour quite nicely, which is good. So, let's see where we qualify. Where are we going to go today? Hopefully on the front foot. It is P19 and P20, not so much on the front foot at all. So I'm going to go on 2 softs. I'm going to go Leclerc on a 5.5. Now it is defending and speed. I'm going to go for the rainbow. And can we start this race off in style? Can we do the business? Let's go. So it's going to be a 4-4-2 for Albon and a 5-5 for Charles Leclerc. Not taking any race start boost. I mean, it's got the smallest race start boost in 5, but not really anything massively impacting. But Leclerc has got away nicely here in Austria, and he moves up into P12, even into P11. Albon, we need him to get going on his motor, and hopefully he can get through. But he's into P12, and there is a double move early on, and Albon now catching through. So P9, P10 early on in this race. Now that is a very, very nice start, and even better because we're up to P9 and P7. Now, 4 softs, not too bad at all. I mean, we're just going to try and pull the switcheroo on Sainz, and there's 2 cars. 3 cars for Alex Albon. Got to just watch the tyres a little bit though, because we're about 51%. I could flick to 3, but I should be able to just conserve this lap and look after them a bit better. So down the first straight, there is Albon, and luckily the leaders are not getting away too far. We're constantly conserving here, just trying to get some power unit under our belt. Albon right behind these 2 as they swap positions, and we're good for 4 laps. Leclerc looking like he's just good enough for 5 as Albon hits P2. So Albon into P2. Leclerc getting held up a little bit. I mean, I might try a little push here just to see if he can get through. Albon is through. There is Charles Leclerc into P6. Now, just going to make the most of these few moves. Got to watch the tyres. I could go to hards if I wanted to. He's going to be very short, but he's doing okay. 20% in P4. He's going to be pretty quick as well. Anyway, who's out front? It is Charles Leclerc on the mediums, as Albon comes out in P5. So Alex Albon with not too much work to do, Make sure I pit. That usually helps a lot. What's the gap out front? 2.3 now. As there is Charles Leclerc. Just running out of tyres, but doing it absolutely fine. And we're going to just conserve. Not bothered about a fast lap too much, but I'll take it if it comes. And there's Leclerc. So there is 2, 3 and 4. No point of rushing right now. We're absolutely good. I might try one flying lap if I can get enough power unit. And I will get enough power unit. Question is, will I get the gap? I think I will get a chance for a decent lap. Leclerc is going to make it even decent for me. If that is even a phrase. Because he's in to P2. Now, Albon will probably run out of tyres for one lap. But should be fine to come back because we haven't really pushed him too much. And here he is. He is going to be able to complete one lap. Just going to run out of power unit as he hits the line. And he'll now carry on. Big gap ahead, though, the field. And he's lapping Pierre Gasly. As we move into P1, P2. One pit stop to go. Charles Leclerc is cruising on this defending driver speed setup. And we've came through very nicely early on. Do also keep me updated how you've got on in recent week or today. I don't mind either way. Can't promise some videos next few days, but we'll see how I feel. But trust me, I've had a brilliant week to kind of relax. It was needed massively because, yeah, we were pretty stressed and pretty depressed. But we're going to kick back with a nice little race here. For P1 and P2 in Austria, we've got one more lap. Leclerc running just about on point with his tyres. We've got that rainbow boost, which we could do with a few more. I mean, I don't see Hutch jumping out with the pride boost of rainbow, so maybe they could have dropped that bad boy into the play. But it's going to be very nice. It's going to be cruising. And it's going to be P1 for Alex Albon. Charles Leclerc is going to come home in P2. And it's a beautiful 47-point start for us here in Austria. We have done a fastest lap as well. We'll look to see what that time is. I don't really care how good it is. But it's going to be interesting to see. Let's find out. So, 47 points in the bag. That's how we like to start. And let's show you the 1331 team score, 1408 for us, a 23298 because of the low temperature conditions as well. We'll take it and we'll move on. And that was the level 4, and a speed setup as well. So a great first race. So here we go, race number 2. It's an increased team score rival, not too high, but it's not in our favour. And we're going to have to try and see what we can score. Now, Jeddah could be hot. It could be not. Well, it's still warmer than the UK usually. Question will be, can we run 3 softs? I am not too sure. I might try it though. P19, P20 as you can see. 32, 27, 35. I'm probably just going to try it for a little bit of just intrigued about if it will work. So tyre management and speed there for the Eagle that we are going to use. And let's see. I mean, Max Verstappen doesn't say he can do 2 or 3. I might cover it off with mediums just in case. Let's see though. Can we get a good start? Now, I've covered all bases. Now, Max Verstappen we knew was going to get a poor start. Real player here then for us in race number 2. So not expecting to score 188 anyway, but we're going to try and do the best that we can either way. Now, we've made an okay start. Verstappen is back down there in P17 at the moment. Rival's gone for Eternal Flame as we then cut down. Rival's gone for the Hards. Now, we have got a good gap between the two, which is always nice, but we'll find out in a moment if we can get the tyres. So Alonso closing on Norris, and he should be able to get past pretty nicely here. And he does into P5, and actually he's really good on tyres. About the same as Verstappen though, to be fair, who is in P16 right now. Can Verstappen find any room? It's not looking likely so far, but he's trying. We're up to P4, and that's Verstappen now starting to motor. Come on, Max. Get through some cars. How about it? So, just got to conserve down through this stretch. And look after some tyres and power unit. Get back onto the gas. Alonso's not far off doing 4 laps, you know. Not far off at all. Let's try and push then into this corner. Now, Verstappen can do 4 laps. I might do 4 laps with Verstappen here. Because I feel like with softs at the end, he could be very strong. Now, Alonso's trying to get past Verstappen. Oh, I just tried it. Just tried to save a bit more than I needed. Jeddah's going to be tough, though, for us. And I don't mind that. Bit of learning is all good. And here comes Alonso. Verstappen just has not got the race here. Verstappen carries on. And we are going to stay out with Verstappen. He's just going to have enough tyres in the belt. He is going to move up, but there's a lot of cars still to pit. Or still to come out. I mean, we're up to P4. We're going to just push a little bit. See if we can just stretch past Piastri. We can't. Now can we? Oh, we can't. Still. And that might see us run out of tyres. We've tried to push as much as we can. Rival's got no power unit. We'll let him come past. Because it's not going to make too much. And here comes Alonso. So, we're going to drop back quite a lot. Now, I'm not expecting that we're going to absolutely score big points here. But Alonso is in the lead. We're going to cut him down. I mean, it's going to be hard to get Verstappen anywhere near the top 10 in this race. The rivals just beat us out. But power unit in our favour should see us demolish. And we are now into P10. Bit of a gap though ahead that we need to try and catch. Don't think there's anybody else going to be pitting at this point. Can we get past Piastri? The rivals somehow gets past us. Somehow. Must have more speed than us. Because they flew past us when we were pushing. Now into the bend. And we still can't get past anybody with Max. Who's not got bad overtaking on this game, remember. And now he's through. Into the top 10 though. That's all he's got. Into 9th. I mean, it's a pretty shocker for Max Verstappen. Don't usually have too bad of a race, does he, old Max? But today is that day. Now, we're not going to be able to cruise past the rival like they cruise past us, which is interesting. Going to just gain enough power unit to kick off the last corner. Like so. And can we get one more car? No, we can't. It's going to be only P9 for Max Verstappen. Not a lot else we could do with that. I mean, he got an awful start, and that's what cost us. 40 points. Bit of a drop. Not just calm. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not too bad. Let's have a look. So, drivers, I mean, Max has got good tyre management, but just maybe the race start absolutely cost him here in Jeddah. And the car, well, the rival had a better car, 274. Only 4 speed, not a lot into it at all. And just looking at the car parts, literally 2 parts a extra level. So that's what all the difference was in Jeddah. Oh, we're back with the same rival. We've adjusted our drivers, though, for our defending for Monza. Now, it is going to be most likely the Tulip boost that we go ahead and use. But can we not make any mistakes? That's what we don't want to do, because we don't want to be one of these bad boys, do we? No, we do not. So, let's see if we can get the job done. 17th and 18th. Mediums, defending and speed. It is the Tulip boost that I like to go to. And let's see if we can do the math and we can get the job done. Here we go then. Race 3. Looking just to score as many points as we can here in qualifying. P15 for Albon. He's not got a bad start at all. Rival's gone double Dutch do, and he's gone with a tulip boost. And we're both pretty pinned down at the moment, but we do get eventually racing, and we're into P12 and P14. And let's see what happens after this lap. Rival's got a good kick off that corner, all the way up to P7. We do not get the same look. P12 and P14. Now, he should carry so much more speed than the rivals. You can see cars coming through and cars moving past. Albon, P11. There's 3 cars going. I mean, you could never be that slow on a circuit. Even Sargent is quicker than that, guys. Come on. That is not coded too well at that last corner anymore. So Albon has finally got a little bit of a gap through, and he's got George Russell at hand and an Alpine of Gasly with a nosebleed running so high as Albon hits P8. So we can cut back down. Just need to close some of the gaps so that we can score some better points. Leclerc's already up into P10 now, and we've got moves happening all the time. P7, P9, making our way through the pack. There's Carlos Sainz then ahead of us. We're going to cut back down again. And this time we want to move on the Spaniard. Hoping for a seat in AZWF1 next season, I'm sure. P7. Can we sneak up the inside? Yes, we can. And that is us into P6. Again, going to keep pushing. And Leclerc's into P8 now as well. So we're only a couple of places between the two. Need to probably just look after Leclerc a little bit more with his tyres, so that we don't double stack. That is the key. And Leclerc's doing absolutely fine here. Albon, we're going to push that a little bit more. Let's just see if we can flick past Sainz here. Not quite. And there is Lewis Hamilton ahead of us. Now look at Leclerc's power unit. That's going to be tasty. And a lot of speed coming shortly for him, as Albon does get past the Mercedes and beats him into the pit. So in the pits we come. Oh, very, very slow entry. And he's coming back out in P5. Or back to P7 now. So, yeah, going to be a tricky race again. There is Leclerc, though. He's in good, clean air, which is nice. So we're going to keep pushing through the corners. That's where our pace is. Can our pace get us past Lando Norris or the Williams? Not quite just yet. Always like the last corner for a good overtaking opportunity on this circuit. And you can see there's a move there on Albon, and we're ahead. Can we get Norris as well up to P5? Yes, we can. And here comes Leclerc charging through. So moves starting to be made with 3 laps to go. In the background, Leclerc just all over the back of the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. And Albon is into P3. Rivals in P1. Not a lot we can do about that one. He got the look of the draw. I mean, he's got a stronger car anyway. Let's not pretend. And there comes the cars. We're closing all the time on Lando. And we're going to get Lando, who comes into the pits. So P2 and P5. Any more spots for us? Not quite. We're not going to get the P1. Too far ahead. Are we going to grab P4 for an extra point? Oh, just don't you hate it when you just get stuck behind a few cars? You just can't pass for the life of you. Look how much we're trying to pass. And he's just absolutely bolted as Charles Leclerc. Now we're finally through. Into P4. Need P3 though. There is P3. So damage limitation is what is required in this race. Stronger rival. Not a lot we can do about it though. And instead, we're going to settle for what is going to be, I think, 45 points in the end. Rival just coming home to get 43 at the moment. And round the final corner, he's going to get more than that. He's going to could get level points here. If he takes him on the last corner, which he does. And it's 45 points for us, 45 for the rival. Solid job. We'll take that. We'll take it all day long because tough matching, but it is what it is. There's not a lot we can do about it. 45 points. We'll show you what that rival was running. Did they change their drivers? Don't think they did. Pretty solid drivers anyway. And the car, yeah, it was better than us, but we tried our best. Here we go then, race 4. I have no green flashing. All I've got for a lower similar team score is... That's all I've got. So, let's see how we get on this time in Vegas. See if we can get the job done. 14 and 22. Now, I feel like we could potentially do softs here. I'm going to go for Street Shark. For the race start and speed. Might go mediums. I'll go mediums. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to just be safe. And let's get ready to rumble. So the last hurrah then from Vegas. Can we? And it's a real player again. So full of real players today. And we're going to try and see. Now the rival's gone soft. So that's what I was tempted to do. But maybe with the mediums we just get that little bit more of a tyre durability. Basically, we can push more of the power unit a lot more often. But Albon has started well, and so is Gasly. Remember, Gasly from one of our last videos was absolutely on fire. And now we're going to try and do the same again. And look at Gasly, he's just coming through the field, even on medium boost. He's into P9 and P11 now. Can we get past Checo, who is ahead of us? P8. And now Gasly nearly lost out, but still kept the soft tyres at bay. We're closing in on the rivals down the straight. As you can see, we're going to push out of the corner and see if we can just get a move. Albon holds on. Now into turn 1. Need another move. Need it past Gasly, please. Surely inside line. No. Outside. No, none. Might as well push Gasly through. He's the man on the mission. He's got the power unit. And there you go. Look at Gasly. Different level. As he comes through into P7, P6. Gasly's just so good in the speed circuits, it seems. So he's into P5 now. Maybe we should just keep using Pierre Gasly. Now, I'll be interested to see if the rival can do 3 softs nice and easy. Gasly is unbelievably... Gasly's broken. I'm sure. Because he is rapid. He was last time we used him. And he is again. Albon, you can see he's struggling. Shouldn't struggle. Shouldn't. But it's Pierre Gasly. Now the rivals on softs. Now looks like they softs will last okay. But let's try and put the pressure on here. I mean, Gasly is just ridiculously quick. And look at it, it's going to take P1. And he does. So cut down on Gasly. There is Albon coming down the straight. And as that race start has wore off now. Let's see if we can get past Carlos Sainz by pushing. Round the outside. And that's going to be a beautiful move. So in the pits comes Gasly. Hoping for a quick pit stop like his car. He's generally broken, it feels. And there you go, coming back out. In P1, nice and easy. There's the rival double stacking. Oh, we just get ahead of the Spaniard again. Can we get ahead of the Aston Martin? Yes, we can. So, P7 and P1. But already up to P6. Got rival back on softs in P5. Question is, how much power unit can we get back to be able to put up a fight to try and get into P2? Wouldn't mind doing a full lap of power unit with Gasly to see what sort of time he can do. Because he's so quick. But he's going to be... He's ridiculously quick. Down the straight we go. Look at the speed catching up on Verstappen. Is there a chance for a move? There is. There is. There's 2 chances for a move. P4. And now it's the AI to catch. If we can keep the soft tyres at bay. That's going to be the trickiest part, but we're already into P3. We've left the rivals shaking in their boots for now, lighting up the strip, and we've just got to close here. The Ferrari, I believe it is, out front. Rival pushing again. You can see the soft tyres just coming into play, and we're probably going to be a little bit vulnerable to the softs. And Gasly is looking mighty fine. Let's put a lap in with Pierre, see what sort of gap he can create. But we're into P1, P2. Rival is coming with us, and they're coming with us quickly on those soft tyres. It's all about micromanaging the power unit. Can we micromanage the power unit? I'm very interested to see Gasly's lap time. I mean, I'm sure he's going to have the only time he's had a full lap of boost, so he's probably going to be a lot faster than anyone else anyway. But he is broken, as they say. So Albon, down the straight then, for the last time at Vegas. It's been a difficult qualifying, but I'm calm, and it's absolutely fine. And we're going to come out and exit the turns, because Alex Albon is going to complete a nice 47 points. Might not even see us get through to opening round today. We'll have to wait and see. Good, solid run. But let's see. Let's see how it looks. 47 points in the bag. That is what we wanted. 1398, same team score for the rival. And it was Hamilton 4, Verstappen 4. So not great race start with Verstappen. Need to be changing that Max Verstappen up. And the car was in the right direction as well. The time, well, Gasly 1.2 seconds quicker than Alex Albon, although Albon didn't have a full lap of push. So I'm pretty happy with that one. Let's have a look how it sets us off though in this qualifying round, where we are calm and relaxed. Champion, 4 races down, 179 points. It is what it is at the end of the day. Nothing we can do about that. It's all on the weekend if we make it through. And hopefully I will see you back with some more videos. But for now, if I don't, we'll be back soon. Definitely keep an eye and watch this space.